Hey Math 3 students! Christmas is a season not only of rejoicing, but of reflection. Winston Churchill. Grid view to navigate all the slides and our game plan. Week number 17, December 7th to December 11th, 2020. What are we doing? We are reviewing for your chapter 1.3, which is... we are looking at the characteristics of polynomials. And we're finishing up our 1.36 in our student edition. And then we are focusing on our week number 76. 17 at a glance. All right, let's see what we've done. Schoology. I still need to grade the one you just turned in, so I believe that is your week 14 to 16 work. You turned that in after the quiz last week. Late work, just because you turned in late work does not mean that I grade it. Why? Because if you turned in, say, your motivational quote, I signed it in August, you didn't do it until October, I have no idea that you've done that assignment until you've actually submitted late work. Remember that special late work, that was already done. So now, I'm going to put in there, let me copy this one in there, all of your late work, is due Monday, next Monday, December 14th at 9 p.m. in Schoology. Go to your math page, welcome, and then your late work. Khan Academy is due in 2 weeks as well, 11 school days. You need a total of 5 hours or 300 learning minutes by December 17th, Thursday. And then again, your optional project, where I'm going to show you guys how to turn in at the end of this video. It is optional, December 14th, 2020, due at Monday at 8 a.m. So if I had to prioritize the three of these, just go by the dates. So project first, because it's due next Monday at 8 a.m. Then later that evening, all of your late work, anything you want from this class, August, September, October, November, December, by 9 p.m. the same Monday. And then you have, during finals week, in Khan Academy. So I would go in that order. Remember, Check and Connect is your participation or your official attendance. So complete that every Tuesdays and Thursdays. The new grade cutoffs here have already been updated into Aries. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, you complete a Check and Connect, and it's due by 3 p.m., not 2 p.m. there. Something's a little bit new, December here. Remember the start date and end date. I have not put it into Aries yet. But it's only going to be 14 school days minus 2. Now, I did something. Basically, I gave you guys 10 days off the whole year for internet issues, sickness, which basically means you could have gotten extra credit. So 84 divided by 74 gives you 113%. If you were here every single day of the school year, your participation is at 113%, which equals 1.3% extra credit, which is a ton because I don't curve grade. So the only way you can have gotten extra credit this year is just showing up to class. Why is there only 14 days? Because I'm only seeing you guys of these 2 days only once, which I'll show you guys this final schedule in a second. So let's talk about our calendar here. We're reviewing for the chapter 1.3 test. I will give you last year's test as a study guide, and then what are you doing? You're doing your test here on the 11th. All of your late work is due at 9 p.m. and then your optional projects due at 8 a.m. and then Khan Academy, and then finals day on 16th and 18th. Okay, so all of this work, this should be yellow because you've turned in this work. Let's change this. Yellow. And then your week 17 work. Let's put it below here. This is going to be green. Why? Because you are turning it in this week. Week number 17. What are you guys turning in? You are turning in 1.36 A, B, C, and D. Get a link here. There it is. So you were turning in those 4 letters. And I'm going to make you guys turn those in. I'll give you guys to this Friday. So Friday 12, 7, 9, 11 by 3 p.m. Okay, so your test is going to cover basically the last couple of weeks worth of work. Everything in red has been graded. Yellow, I have to grade this one. And green, this one you were turning in this week. Week number 17, what is your essential question? What are the key characteristics of polynomials? And you do that by comparing the polynomials. Last week we started on 1.36a using your student edition. Remember, you already have this book. This is probably the only time we're going to be using it. So you can just either tear it out or just click on it into Cami. You can just edit the PDF. So last week we worked on the red and orange. This week we're working on the yellow and green. And then I'm going to give you guys out last year's test, which is on the next couple of slides. You have a chance to study, and then we're taking a chapter 1.3 test on Friday. Okay, what do we do next week for finals week? You have a last chance to take the test, and I'll release, you can also use, I'll give you guys some last year's quiz and tests to use as your study guides for the final. And then I'll release the chapter 1.3 test corrections and your scores. And then Wednesday, I will see only odds, Fridays and evens. When you complete your final, that is your attendance. Thursday, you still need to do the check and connect. And here are 3 practice tests. I gave 2 versions of the test last year, so here's the blank. You can actually click on that. Sorry, blank's over here. That's what says blank. It's a PDF file, so you can write on it, print it, and then you click over here for the video solution. And this one's a little bit interesting. This is a practice test from last year, so you click on it. I had all of the classes record the solution, so when you're in there, you'll see periods 2, 3, or 4, and they created the video solution. So that's why this one's not blue. It's already in the PDF. Just click on periods 2, 3, and 4, and any of those periods I created the video solution. So those solutions are actually by students, not me. So that is week number 17 at a glance. Let me show you guys how to turn in your projects. I'm going to be using the statistics, my stats class in Schoology, but it's the same exact thing on yours. So let's go ahead and look at that right now. All right, so here I am under Schoology. I'm just going to use the statistics, but it's pretty much the same for both statistics or integrated math 3. Just click there. That's the Google Slides for late work, and it'll teach you, 1 Aries assignment for 1 reflection. And then if you click on your project, which is due on December 14th, Monday at 8 a.m., if you click on this one, this has the project details, tells you step by step. Inside there's a 10-minute video and 5 student examples. Here's a list of words that we came up with in class that you can use for your project. They're not all the possibilities. And then this one, stats project turn-in through Google Form. If you click on it, I notice this comes up, but if you click on this arrow over here, it'll actually bring it to you as a Google form, and then you just fill it out. I'm already collecting your email address, so just go ahead and fill this out, which period you are, first name, last name, okay. This one says your capstone reflection link. Okay, so you get the capstone reflection from the project details. This paper here, there's a link in there, and it looks like this. Okay, you fill that out, you've done that for your classes. You need to fill out each one of these with at least a couple of sentences, complete sentences if you're doing the project, okay? Globally aware might just be recognizing like you're at home, COVID, things like that. Okay, so a couple of sentences for each of those, and then you would just do share, copy your link, and then if you're turning it in there, right click and press paste, of course. And then you go to your video link, cut and paste your video link, your YouTube or Google Drive. Make sure your name is not on the video, meaning you're not saying your name, you're making a made-up name like, I don't know, Donald Duck. And you can make your link private if you're using YouTube or Google Drive. You can also make it unlisted, but make sure it is viewable by me. If I click on it and it says private, your project will not be considered turned in. So over here, I got a video. And then share, copy, come back here, right click, press paste. And then are you using YouTube? Did you write that down? Press yes. How difficult did you find the project? Most challenging, easiest part, project suggestions, and then anything else, and click submit. And then that's officially turning in your project. So that is week number 17 at a glance. See you guys.